Good morning. Buenos dias. I hope you are well, staying positive and focused on what you can control. Welcome to Cafecito con ACE. Drop in where you are tuning in from in the chat and use this opportunity in the comment section to network, to connect with one another, and share what you're looking for, share what you're doing. I am tuning in from Chicago. My name is Patricia Mota, and I serve as president and CEO of ACE, the Hispanic Alliance for Career Enhancement, a national nonprofit organization whose mission since 1982 is to positively impact workplaces by cultivating the community of talent, providing the insight, access, and support to be successful in their careers. Check out our website for more information, and we've got a couple upcoming events that are happening tomorrow, August 15th. If you are in transition, looking for that next career opportunity, one is our virtual career fair, which is free to attend. We've got amazing employers that are seeking to connect with you. So please make sure to sign up for that. And then coaching opportunities. There's two specifically. One for those that are looking to meet with a coach, review your resume, get some advice. And then a second, more executive coaching session. So these are newer. Where more senior level coaching opportunities with some of our amazing coaches. So check out our website. I know they'll be dropped in our link so you can learn more. Okay, so let me introduce our special guest today, who is Lynette Correa-Velez, who is ACE's inaugural Vice President of Leadership Programs. Lynette, buenos dias.
Buenos dias, Patricia. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm thrilled to have this conversation with you. But first thing is first, for Cafecito con ACE, how do you like your café, prepared, or morning beverage of choice?
Oh, I am absolutely a coffee gal, cafecita mami. Let me actually take a sip.
Salud.
I know America runs on Dunkin', but I run on Yaucono coffee. So I have an amazing husband, and he is Yauco, Puerto Rico native. And we specifically support the area by buying whole bean coffee. He makes it for me almost every morning, and that's my beverage of choice for the morning.
Wonderful. Yauco, any others? Drop in the chat. Let us know about what type of coffee or morning beverage of choice you have or enjoy in the mornings. And speaking about cultura, and coffee is definitely part of our cultura, Lynette, share with our audience today about your cultural, your professional background, how you got to what you're doing today.
Yeah, so I identify as Latina, Boston Rican, so that is actually very particular to me that I coined many, many years ago. So I was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts, pero being Boricua, Puerto Rican is also very important to me. My parents are actually Puerto Ricans from New York, so I also hold that identity as well. And in addition to my professional background, I have over 21 years of professional experience in career coaching, leadership development, program creation, execution, and management. And so super honored and thrilled to be your inaugural Vice President of Leadership Programs at ACE.
And we are super thrilled to have you. I know we only have a limited time with Lynette this morning, but please drop your questions, your comments, and we'll make sure that we'll address them. If not today, soon. We want to hear from you and engage, and more than anything, introduce our ACE comunidad, our ACE familia to Lynette. And so speaking of leadership development being such an imperative part of what ACE does, ensuring that we're advancing comunidad, tell us, Lynette, what does leadership mean to you?
Yeah, so from the very beginning of my career, it's always been super important to assist individuals that come from historically marginalized communities with intersection identities to have access so that they can live their best lives through their respective career paths. And the opportunities that, come across my desk, I use social media to promote those opportunities, whether it be a part-time, full-time, paid, mostly paid. We want to do paid opportunities, fellowship opportunities, scholarships, of course, mentoring opportunities, etc. And there is something that I like to term called the ABCs of leadership. And I think when you have a certain level of self-awareness and that you are self-actualized, you should take account into your attitudes, behaviors, and characteristics that you'd like to exude in your leadership. And it's done in various ways. You can take an MBTI assessment. You can be part of any of our ACE 8 different leadership development programs, such as Mujeres de ACE, Hombres de ACE, ALSA, etc. But there's several programs out there that really target not only cultura, identidad, but also one's career and leadership development needs. And so to me, leadership development is a lifelong process. Uh,
Mhm.
you're never really done as you attain various experiences at the workplace. And in my case, I've earned 17 awards and honors for my work in co-empowering individuals from across the United States and the world. And I'm a former career coach for Harvard Graduate School of Education. So being able to have an executive leadership role, support my team, support my comunidad in Chicago. So I'm reigning from Chicago, Illinois. I don't know if I got a chance to mention that. Um, and to be able to co-uplift our amazing members and alumni, I think is really an amazing opportunity for me.
Well, amazing, and we're super thrilled that that's just the surface of everything that you've done. We've got some folks here on the chat section that are a previous mentee who's also good an ASE awardee. Emmanuel Lopez Ola, staff members that are joining us, Bernice, Noel, Brenda. And then folks that want to learn more, right
Thank you,
here.
Ms. Flora.
We got a shout out from Texas, so we got folks from joining us.
Wonderful.
So keep the conversations going, and Lynette, one of the things that you mentioned is that self-awareness piece and why it's super critical that as part of our leadership development, that self-awareness that's ever evolving and making it a habit of becoming a lifelong learner is
Oh,
something
for
that
sure.
we're constantly preaching at ASE, right?
Mhm,
Especially in a time and place where things are evolving very quickly. And
mhm.
we will not maybe jump into it now, but in a space of evolving and technologies that are emerging and AI and so on and so forth, I think it's imperative, and we're constantly talking about AI, for example, and understanding that we have to be part of that, and the messaging and the awareness and the training that we need to do that. So self-awareness, cultura.
I
I
I
see our
absolutely
good friend
agree.
Murray joining us as
Ah,
well. Saludos.
hi, Murray.
Sylvia, William Smith are saying
He's a
congrats.
legend, co-founder
He
of
is a
ASA.
legend. He is. He is. I got to catch up with him a couple of weeks ago at the DEI Collective by NHCC. And so amazing friends and supporters here. You were going to say something before I jump into my
Yeah.
next question and open it up here.
I think you're absolutely right. Latinx, Hispanic identified individuals absolutely need to be part of the conversation regarding not only the future of work, but also emerging technologies such as AI, quantum tech,
Yep.
tech entrepreneurship, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And, in Chicago, we have various organizations that are part of that conversation, but ASA is also part of that conversation through your leadership, Patricia. So I think you even wrote a white
Yep.
paper recently regarding DEI in AI, and I encourage anyone that has an opportunity to go on the ASA website, please pull that white paper, register to attain it. It's really, really, really amazing information. And aside from what you mentioned, micro learning is also
Yeah.
really popular. And so leadership development is also not only an investment in your career and leadership and self in general as a person, but really engaging in micro learning opportunities, such as this white paper that I mentioned, such as participating in any of our career and leadership programs. And I think we go as young as high school. as well. So if any of you have any high school students, students in college, we have El Futuro programs, we have the university program. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Brenda. Link on the chat. So, want to encourage individuals to invest in micro learning opportunities, especially through our ASE programs.
Absolutely. And everyone, she just started this week. So you see she's already first week going and promoting these great opportunities and so much alignment. Lynette, we're going to open it up for questions, but I have one last one in terms of how did you choose a career in career leadership development coaching?
So interestingly enough, the career chose me. So I am a first generation high school and college graduate. I went to an all women's college, private liberal arts college that I received the full scholarship to because I graduated from a math and science high school in Boston, Massachusetts called the O'Brien School of Math and Science. And once I graduated, I was looking like most recent grads and at that time looking for a permanent full-time role to sink my teeth into and get some experience. And through, funny enough, my high school best friend, Elich Tabora, she informed me of this amazing role as a youth career coach at the Boston Private Industry Council in Boston, Massachusetts. And they're very, very big in career and youth development. I applied, got hired, and I actually ended up being a career coach or career specialist at my old high school. And I was like, thankfully, I was a good student and a good person because my teachers and staff at the time at O'Brien ended up being my direct colleagues. And so, be careful who you connect with and how you treat people because you never know if they're going to end up.
Talk about a full circle moment there.
Full circle moment. And I fell in love with career coaching at that time in 2003. And I honestly think it'll be something that I'll do for the rest of my life, even post-retirement. So really passionate about this work. There's not enough Latino, Latina, Latine, Latinx, Hispanic career coaches and executive coaches. And so, I'm in the fight, fighting the good fight, and hopefully others will be able to join me as well in this field.
Yeah, I love that. And kudos to you. And I do want to give a quick shout out to all of the coaches that are part of the ASE programs, right? And we couldn't do and deliver and offer all of the great programming or coaching without them. And yes, to your last comment, we do need more. So if you know of have a coach that you want to recommend, drop them, tag them in the chat, or let us know who they are. Especially as we're approaching Hispanic Heritage Month. ASE does not deliver all of our workshops. It's not just me or the ASE staff. We've got all of these amazing coaches and speakers and that have so much to offer and that lead a lot of these training sessions throughout the year. So thank you for mentioning that. I know we got Gabriel, a shout out to Juana Borda. She's one of the first in this space in terms of Latino leadership. I got to spend some time with her in Denver, a legend, and he's giving a shout out to The Power of Latino Leadership, her book. So thank you for that.
Absolutely.
And then,
Patricia.
I know, we amazing. And we have a question by William Smith here on what does year one look like for you? Oh, we're putting you back on the interview seat.
Yes. Whatever Patricia says. And my co-supervisor, Yasmin, who's the COO of ASE, and the board of directors. But aside from their vision, of course, of what they have for our career and leadership programs, and for me, I think it's extremely important, the equity and access piece of our programs and information. And so we won't be able to do that with our amazing organizational partners. So if you work for an organization that would love to support ASE, please contact Patricia. And because we have individuals not only in Chicago but across the U.S. that want to participate in our programs but don't have the financial means to invest in their professional and leadership development. So to me, I think being part of those conversations with my team would be important. I think also utilizing my value going to be imperative this next 12 months. I was recently accepted into Harvard Business School's certification in design thinking and innovation. So hopefully during that time, I'll get some more tools to my toolkit. See, I practice what I preach, everyone. And so I think that those are the sort of the major themes at this time, aside from also growing our leadership development team. We do have an open director of leadership programs position. So if you or someone you know is interested in applying, please apply as soon as possible because we're looking to hire as soon as possible.
That was a great plug. A great plug for the upcoming opportunities. So for those in the space are looking as well. And I think, just to add to that, and before we answer Lisandra's question, is one of the reasons too. I mean, not just does you bring this background that you have, but also not only is it a priority to enhance and to continue to offer these leadership programs for more and more people, but also taking what we do well and coupling what's at need in terms of these emerging technologies.
Yes.
And so partnering with training organizations in cybersecurity, partnering with AI so that we are helping cultivate a community of talent that's the talent of today, but of the future, right?
Yeah.
And Lynette brings a lot to the table as well in that aspect. So just want to add that as a priority that we have as part of our overall strategic plan. Lisandra, one of our program managers at HACE, is what do you think has contributed to your success over the years?
Yeah, so I married someone that's my biggest fan. That's first and foremost. He's my biggest cheerleader. I also, I'm a mom to an amazing 8-year-old son, and I want to make him proud, right? And so I think I can speak to a lot of working parents and even stay-at-home parents that we want our children to be proud of us. So he inspires me, he encourages me to be the best version of myself on the daily, sometimes hourly basis, y'all. But in addition to that, I see myself in the folks that I support and co-empower. And because I've faced a lot of obstacles in my career and personally, I intimately understand what it takes to go from there to here. And I want to lift as I climb. I want to be able to provide encouragement and hope. And hopefully, in this amazing inaugural role at ASE, I'll be able to do that in more ways than one.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Lynette. I know we got some folks congratulating you here, some comments.
Don't make me cry. I'm not crying, you cry.
We want to keep the conversation going, but I think that's so critical. I think a lot of the work, especially for those of us that are first generation in our families, going in these professional roles and the comment lifting as we climb is helping that next generation of talents, folks that just need a support and helping meet them where they are, which is the equity piece that I think is super critical in the work that we do. Meeting individuals where they are and providing them the tools, the resources, the information,
That's
the support network that we have here to get there. And so you got this, says William Smith, we got a fan. Awesome. So please continue to ask your questions. We'll make sure that this continues on the asset page. We continue to engage with it. I want to wrap up, Lynette, with just anything that you want to, last words, what gives you hope? What are you most excited about here as we embark towards the last couple of months of August?
Yeah, so something I'm really excited about is, you just mentioned it, and a chance to take what we're looking to connect in regards to technology, the future of work, innovation, being equity-centered, providing access. It can't just be on you as the executive leader. It can't just be on me. It can't just be on our COO. It takes truly a village. And so for those of you that are interested in being part of our ASE movement, I'm going to call it, please reach out. Happy to connect. Happy to talk further about the amazing work that we're doing currently as a team and what we're planning to do.
Absolutely. Continue to engage. Follow us. I follow Lynette. I know her LinkedIn was just dropped in the chat in the comment section as well.
That'll be great.
And then the last thing I'll say is that all of us continue to stay in touch with ASE. We've got a lot coming up in the next couple of months. And my ask for everyone is to educate yourself in terms of what's at stake and vote this November. We can talk more about that. We'll be having some messaging coming out because we are going to continue to advocate and push for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we're super thrilled that Lynette is a partner with ASE in that, and many of you that have joined us. So, mil gracias, Lynette. We welcome to the ASE team. Y todos, hasta la próxima. Until next time, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Gracias. Bye-bye.